man.
Do you know how to share your screen?
Oh, for Christ's Pete's sake. Doggone it.
Hey, I can hear you just fine. Can you share your screen?
I keep dropping out. It says I don't have the right plugin, but I keep reinstalling it.
I can hear you just fine. Just go ahead and share your screen.
It won't let me.
Okay, how about, can you see, why don't you email me your file right now and I'll pull it up and you can just talk through it.
Okay. Rats. Okay.
Brian, you still there? Hey, Brittany.
Hey.
Brian's struggling a little bit. Do you want to go ahead and pull up your work?
Yeah. So I just have I have my flow chart to show. So, here it is.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
So I still am kind of working on it, but so like I was gonna have them put in their ingredients and like ask them if they had like a special diet. So if there's like the paleo diet, vegetarian or vegan, and then there's this somewhere where they can save their recipes, that the ones that they like. And then I might change this, but this is just like the like blogs that they can, like different people, like people's like food blogs and stuff, they want to like follow it or something like that. So I'm still working on it, but because like I don't know, like doing the flow chart for this was a little difficult for me.
Yeah.
Because it's the way I picture it, it's just like entering ingredients and then just having these different blogs and different recipes popping up on their phone and stuff. So that's what I have.
Well, the reason why I think why the flowchart is harder to do, because in a typical website, it's more about organizing the information, whereas here, you're trying to represent like the functionality. So it's kind of different.
Right.
So I'm thinking your ingredients and special diet area, that's all part of like finding a recipe. And you can find recipes via putting in specific ingredients or maybe using these special diets as like filters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So I want to be able to make something. I've got this, this, and this, and I'm vegetarian. What do you have for me?
Right.
So I think that I would think about your sections more as like different groups of tasks that the user can perform as opposed to areas of information.
Okay.
What I would do, and this is what I told a lot of people on Tuesday, is at this point, what I would do is think about your user scenarios and just do it really rough and pencil on paper. Think about your user scenarios. The first person, I'm a vegetarian and I've got X, Y, and Z in my pantry. Give me recipes. What does that process look like? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Then let's say I am interested, I'm a paleo person and I want to follow a good paleo blog. What would that process look like? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can think about, once you think about the scope of the functionality that you're going to be able to offer, your flowchart may be, just you can go to do this, this, or this. And, you like if I'm looking for a recipe, you put in your ingredients or your filters, recipe results, you can either save it or you can, you know what I mean? Think about kind of like the tasks. And I think that's going to help you diagram the areas of function. So think about it as areas of function
Okay.
with your flowchart.
Okay. So, so if I have like the special diet as a filter, I mean, can I still keep my flowchart looking like this way, or is it going to look a different way? Like
I don't
like
think
function.
yeah, I think if you think of each box as a different function,
Okay.
I think that whole function is trying to find a recipe.
Right.
And then another function might be browsing save recipes, because the only way that you're going to browse recipes, you can either browse your save ones or browse just general ones that are in the database.
Right. Okay.
You would only be saving recipes if you found one to begin with, either by putting in ingredients or just by browsing, right?
Right. Yeah.
So that's that looking at, saving a recipe is kind of like comes from, you would only be able to get there once you find a recipe. And the only way you're going to find a recipe is by putting in ingredients and filters or by browsing all of the recipes out there.
Right.
Or maybe you find a recipe through someone's blog. I don't know.
Yeah.
With the blog area of function, there's two things you might do. You might be browsing blogs and reading blogs, or would it, I don't think it's going to invite you to write a blog. That would be kind of outside the scope of your app, right?
Yeah.
So your flowchart is pretty simple, but I think you want to think more about what the user is going to be doing as a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So put this on the back burner and think about, start working on your user scenarios.
Okay.
And then come back to this once you have a better sense of what people are going to do.
Okay. And then I was looking at my grades, and I think you put my 6 and 7 critique under the 6 only.
Dang, did I do something stupid?
No, it's fine. I just
Let me
what-
you're not seeing my screen, right? Because I shouldn't be pulling up grades.
no, I'm not seeing your screen.
Okay, let me just take a look while I have you on here.
Okay.
What? Oh, wrong class. Sorry. Oops. Oh, yeah, you're right. I put two different dates on here. So let me just, so you will have 7 will be 11/29.
Mm-hmm.
And then today will be 8. So I'll do that after the meeting. So you'll be all done with all your critiques.
Okay.
Does that help you at all, Brittany?
Yeah, it does.
I mean, you're welcome to send me, your document once you start to get your user scenarios together if you want me to take a look at it.
Okay. I probably will.
And we're going to have another critique on Tuesday. I'll be in the classroom. You're welcome to come in on Google or to come to the classroom. And just for the purpose of trying to get your project done and getting some feedback, you're welcome to present it again, even though you don't need the critique.
Okay.
So on a different note, since Brian's not here, what do you want to do about 4100?
Oh yeah, I did see that. Well, I think I dropped that. So I dropped that and I added the CSS class.
Oh, so it's not even an issue for you.
No, it's not an issue.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hi, Jenna. How's the audio situation today? Can you hear us? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
You probably have a million things to do, so if you want to jump off, that's totally fine with me.
Okay. I will. All right. I will see you next week.
Okay, see you Tuesday.
Thanks. Bye.
Can't hear me.
Hi, I can hear you.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Okay.
Let me know when you have your work up, okay?
Okay. Let's see. Screen share. Okay, I'm going to screen share. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you just fine.
Okay. There we go. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yay.
Can you give me 1 second? I guess I've got to send an email off.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Okay, Brian, 1 second, sorry.
No problem.
Okay, I am ready.
Great.
Okay. There we go. Okay. All right. Cool.
Everything's on InDesign.
Okay.
Not much.
Okay, just keep going.
All right. This is the first competitor analysis page. I have another one still coming. My competitors are namely two big media groups, one called iCampus Time and one called BH Group, which is Berkshire Hathaway.
Mm-hmm.
And since, as you see in my description, we're looking for an application that can use the Adobe platform, this first competitor uses it on the splash page you can see on the left, however, dumps it and uses iCampus Times to load their content. Berkshire Hathaway does the same thing, although theirs look a little better. So obviously the pro would be you can use AEM to make your splash page, but the con of using iCampus Times is you get news stories that look like the one on the right. Very similar with Berkshire Hathaway Group too. So that's where I sit in real life on my competitors that are actually using AEM right now for news. The rest of the competitors rest of the people that Adobe led me to who are trying to use AEM for digital publishing are doing it with magazines, and ampersand's way ahead of them. So they don't really apply. We're doing something for a news app.
Brian, I don't think that your competitors necessarily need to be AEM users. I think that any newspaper that has a corresponding app, you know, remember, you need to separate this from your actual real process in the sense that, like, you're looking more for visual things and how they let you navigate things, and
Okay,
this is more of a,
okay, I got you. This goes into me unplugging from this. So let's go to this copy here. How would I unplug myself from this?
no, I'm just saying, in terms of, there are certain limitations with AEM, right? And there are certain looks that you get by using that particular application. So just put that aside for now.
Okay.
Imagine that you're developing this app using anything in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even know what tool you're going to use, right? So imagine you're in that position. So what you need to do is be looking at, let's just look at newspapers that have apps. What do they look like? How do they function? What are good? What is bad?
Well, the better pros and cons do come from actual publication.
Yeah,
when you do a competitor analysis, when you leave this whole niche, which the real life project is for, then you have a whole world of pros and cons that open up to you separately out of this whole realm.
Right. Okay.
So that's what you want me to go fish for. I already know who they are. I have my favorites and my not favorites on that too.
Right.
You know, my specific research with Karen was really just going to people or institutions who are using what we're trying to do.
Right, right. This has a little bit of a different focus because we're imagining that we're building it. We don't even know what tool we're using yet. We're just looking to see what works and what doesn't.
Okay.
And you know, you may find some things that you think are great or terrible that you can integrate with this version, you know, that what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I want you to pretend that you don't know what application you're going to use to build this in. So
okay. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that because the inherent challenges in trying to make AEM, you know, work seamlessly for any type of web integration for us at Webster University at this point is really tough, you know, as you can imagine.
Right.
So yeah, that makes it a lot easier because if I just like go, okay, it could be any app with any kind of you know, from web to mobile that we want to use, you know, some fantasy version that's super simple and super quick. Well, that would help greatly. I would want to change my language a little bit in some of this copy, though, wouldn't I?
I don't know. I haven't been reading all the copy really closely.
Oh, okay.
This is fine. What you have on this page. I mean, this is what the objective is. Is this your objective statement?
Is
this your objective statement?
Yes.
Okay. Make sure you put some headers in there so we know what you're talking about.
Okay.
And then you're going to be using Adobe Experience Manager. You're talking more about like I don't know. You're thinking more about like just think about the situation where they want you to build an app. You're an outside company. Let's just start by looking at the fact that they want you to use Adobe InDesign Experience Manager. That doesn't really matter for this particular project.
Okay.
So that part I would kill. The target, that's correct. That same target.
So the two top graphs on that page, kill those.
I don't see graphs. I see the
paragraphs.
Oh, sorry, paragraphs. Yeah.
Pardon me, Julia. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Journalism student talk.
Okay. Got it.
Get rid of these paragraphs.
Yes.
Okay.
Just think about this from a little bit of a different perspective.
Yeah, that's what's throwing me off the rails. Okay. All right. Okay, well, that would change my competitors too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because these people right here are AEM on this picture and then not AEM on that picture, and that's as far as they got with AEM. You know? Okay. So that creates a huge limitation. So yeah, I would rather just look at go by apps that I like and that I use. Like I use the Guardian mobile app and stuff like that. You know, they got way better features and easier to illustrate drawbacks than this.
Okay.
So I can change who I analyze.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what about, do you have a flow chart or anything? Now that should be fairly easy to do since you have a better understanding of the structure.
Yeah. Well, I don't have my flow. I'm not flow charted yet. This look and feel page I have to change around a little bit, even though this isn't the look and feel slide. But the look and feel I have to describe as looking like our newspaper.
Right. And this, I shouldn't see this final look and feel until the very end.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I want to see, like, I'm a Webster student and I'm looking for a particular story that I was in last year. I am a Webster faculty member and I just want to look at the latest issue. I am, you know what I mean? So think about your user scenarios and make those. We shouldn't even see what this looks like, the final look.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, Jenna, I'm going to jump over to you.
Okay.
Jenna has sound. We can't hear you.
Hopefully.
We hear you.
Yay.
That's crazy. It was just, I can't believe my restart trick worked.
Well, and I had to change my password to Google last week, so I don't know if that had caused an issue. I have no idea. So I have to be quick. So
go ahead.
Because I'm in the middle of meetings and I just kind of like stepped out. But let me just show you. I just wanted to get an idea of the look and feel that I have going on right now, just to see if I'm on the right track, and then hopefully I'll have much more to share on Tuesday. So this is what I have for right now, just to see how the background is looking, and then if anybody had any objections to these little banners I made. I tried to, like we talked about the other day, I tried to do kind of like shabby chic still, but change it up a little bit just to make it not mirror my first project, basically.
Right. I think that what you're establishing in terms of your look and feel is like kind of this whole rusticy, hand-drawn, handmade, and it looks appropriate. I would make your banners all the same size. It looks like they get smaller and smaller as they go down. And maybe that just has to relate, that just relates to the size of the, maybe it's because it looks smaller because of the text size.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm struggling with the text. I'm probably going to change it.
Oh, sorry. There's more text inside of that banner, which is maybe why it looks smaller. They might all be exactly the same size. I can't tell.
Hey,
Yeah,
I have a
copy and
question
paste
that
it.
this screen brings up, Julie.
Yeah.
Are we concerning ourselves with that minimal size that the textbook mentions for our buttons and banners?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Then wouldn't she want to rate to make those larger, or do you think they fit as bands?
I think if the active area is that whole slice, then I think you have plenty of active area. I think that's fine.
Because you make it a slice or a rectangle at the
Yes,
former paint.
exactly. You don't have to necessarily click right in that little area right there.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Then it's got breathing room then as it is.
Yes. And Jenna, I wouldn't throw in that little picture right there. I think that's more of a detail. You know, first of all, I can't make out that much detail at that scale. And secondly, this is kind of like, I'm assuming this is sort of like your landing page. So we would see some branding at the top, push everything down. You've got your little hamburger menu, but even in the style of your hamburger menu, think about making it, maybe make the box a little bit more hand-drawn and the letters a little bit, you know, I would take that technique of these banners, which look a little hand-drawn. They look, you know, the line work is a little bit wavy. Take that technique and use it for your hamburger menu as well.
Sure, yeah, that makes sense.
Because you want the whole brand to be very cohesive.
That's neat. Like a wiggly hamburger.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is a handmade, you know, it has a feel of legit, real, like linen in the background. It feels authentic. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But you're kind of jumping.
Struggling with the banners and the text, so I just wanted to make sure the banners were appropriate. So it sounds like the hand-drawn look is good. So
yeah, just go with that. Keep
absolutely
pushing that direction.
And I don't think you should worry so much about resembling your other project. I mean, if it's morphing into part of your brand, then so be it. If it looks good, go with it.
That's true. Yeah.
But I don't think it isn't the same brand. I mean, this would be an app that she would launch as, you know, like a company, some other, like the Jenna blog website for the furniture restoration business. That's a separate thing than this.
Mm-hmm.
It has sort of a similar vibe, but there doesn't have to be any other continuity between the two things.
Maybe that's what I'm picking up is just Jenna's DIY vibe.
Yes. So this is an app that is for that's for any DIY person.
Yes.
Not necessarily sponsored by Jenna's company.
Cool.
How is the other part going?
It's good. I have more pieces. I don't think I'm ready to share them until Tuesday.
That's okay. That's okay. I know you're in a hurry. I think I might have a call at 10 too. So
awesome. Yeah, this week is crazy. We have Super Bowl planning, so we're already getting ready for that. So work is taking over my life.
That's crazy. Yeah, I have a friend that does events, and she does the Cartoon Network booth at the Super Bowl every year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's her client, Cartoon Network.
So I manage Budweiser, Ultra, Busch, and oh my gosh, those three brands are all having commercials this year. So I'm like, usually it's just Budweiser.
About your job in Sister Jan's class last year.
Yeah.
Are you in your break room?
It's crazy. Yes, you see the vending machine in the background.
Oh, funny. Okay, we'll let you go back to work, Jenna, and I'll see you Tuesday.
All right, thank you guys. See you guys
And
Tuesday.
I'm excited about your senior overview project.
Yes, thank you so much.
Oh, no problem. Sorry it took me a little while to respond. But, you know,
okay.
I think you should start with going through the coursework of my WordPress class, and we'll just roll that into being part of your senior overview, because I think you'll learn so much about setting up your blog and being able to get a lot of functionality out of it. And then once you do that coursework, you're going to be like, oh, okay, I can, you know, you'll be able to do a lot.
Yeah, I mean, that was perfect anyway. I don't know if you saw my email. I was already researching how to start doing that after the holidays. I was trying to wait till wedding, holidays, and then so this will be good.
I can take all that course content and port it over into the Canvas area that's set up for senior overview. So we'll have a Canvas area for senior overview once you're registered in it, or if you're not, you know, there'll be like a Canvas shell. So I take all of that content from my WordPress course and I put it over there. And so that'll be, if you go through all of that course content, which is pretty much all online, all of the instruction, I've got videos made, everything about how to do things, then that's going to be about a credit worth of work for your senior overview. So then the rest of it would just be executing your project.
Awesome. Cool. I guess I need to get on turning in that form. that's my next step.
The senior overview, they don't let you just register?
Okay. I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Well, if I have to sign something, just let me know. I'll turn it in for you.
Okay. Awesome.
All right.
Thank you so much. See you
No
guys.
problem.
Bye,
See ya.
Jenna.
Bye, Brian.
Bye,
Talk to
Julia.
you
See you next week, Tuesday, right?
Tuesday. Yep. And I'll be in the room.
All right, great.
Okay, bye.
Bye.